Hi everybody! So I am here with a brand new face today. This is Shanleigh, and you joined the team a few weeks ago?
Just under a month, I think, yeah.
Just under a month ago, and she is helping Crystal with some customer service stuff, so I coerced her into being into her first YouTube video. So, yes. Welcome to Shanleigh!
Thank you, thank you.
Now, as you guys might have seen in our last video, we were going to end our series we have on the channel called Coworker Picks My TBR. Kelly recommended some books to me, and in our last video, I talked about those books and what I thought of them when I read them. But now we have a new team member, so the series doesn't have to end.
Whoa!
So I've picked out some books that mostly are like kind of some favorites of the team.
Okay, excellent.
For you to read over the course of the next few months. You need to read 3 of the 5 or more if you're feeling ambitious. And we're gonna see what you think of them. I haven't read all of them.
Okay.
There's one of them I haven't read, but
That's true.
Alright, so these are some favorites of the team, so I'm just gonna get into it.
Excellent.
Ready? Okay, so the first book I have is Scythe by Neil Shusterman. Now hopefully, I did look at your Goodreads, so hopefully you haven't read any of these.
I mean,
but if you have,
crossed.
let me know.
Will do.
Karina and I especially are in love with Scythe. The 3rd book's gonna come out later this year.
I did see the announcement of the 3rd book already, so yes, this is good.
I don't know if you got into the fad like back in kind of like 2014, 2015, but dystopian was like huge for a while. Like you had Hunger Games.
I did
and
read
Maze
the Hunger
Runner
Games,
and
so.
blah, blah, blah. That was big. And then it kind of got overdone for a while.
Yep.
And now this is a dystopian, but it's like dystopian like I've never read before. It's very cool. It's very dark. It's about people who've trained to become scythes, who in this society, death has pretty much been eliminated, so people need to make the decision on who lives and who dies. Cool. To avoid overpopulation. So this is the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Karina and I are absolutely in love with this, and it's one of the books that we recommend maybe too much. Like, so it's one of those ones that people like, if they think of
that exists.
If they think of us, they're probably like, oh yeah, they like Scythe.
Yeah.
so that's the first one.
No, this is good. I've been meaning to read this one forever, and I just keep putting it off. So this is a good opportunity now.
Yep.
Huzzah.
Huzzah. We'll just keep going. The next one is an OwlCrate book.
Okay.
So we included this in August 2017.
Okay.
And we maintain it is probably the most underrated OwlCrate book we have ever sent out.
High praise.
And that is The Hearts We Sold by Emily Lloyd-Jones. This is about a girl who makes a bargain with a demon in exchange for her heart. What that bargain is, you have to read to find out. But this book has one of the coolest first lines I've ever read. And I'm excited. And the first line is, "A demon was knitting outside of the hospital."
Oh my god, I love it. I love it. That's the best.
Her writing is kind of like a little like knitted heart on the cover, and her writing is just so incredible. It has a really great diverse cast of characters. There's a boarding school setting.
Love it.
It has a crazy twist at the end. It's a good one. So.
Like all of like those separate elements are things that I'm super down and into, and I've not heard this.
Yeah, it's very underrated.
This is exciting. Cool. Excellent. I love a good
one.
book with a demon. Why
It
not?
doesn't like a good demon,
Right? Why not?
Alright, so swiftly moving on. This one, I think, is very important to your OwlCrate education. This is the first ever OwlCrate book we ever sent.
Is it?
Our first in March of 2015.
Oh, dang.
We sent out A Darker Shade of Magic.
Okay.
And it's continued to be very popular in our lives ever since. I've read this series multiple times. We love V.E. Schwab. And I think, I don't know if you've read any V.E. Schwab, have you?
I haven't, and it's a massive blind spot for me. Yeah.
She's great.
I know. And these are things I know, and I follow her on different things, and I've never actually picked up a book by her, so this is a good opportunity. I
had a hard time choosing between this one and Vicious, because they're both like, if you read V.E. Schwab, those are the ones you need to pick up first, kind of thing. But I figured it would be appropriate because this was our first ever OwlCrate book. So, and I hope you love it, because we just like love this baby.
I mean, I keep telling myself I probably will, and then I just don't pick it up because for whatever reason. So I feel like this might have to be choice number 1.
It's great, and it's also
for my
like,
continued success here, even.
Yes, if you don't like it, no, I'm just kidding. Oh gosh, it's also like a great book. It is technically an adult book, but it has a lot of YA crossover. So I think popular in that sense as well.
Excellent.
Okay, so next up is the book that I haven't read, but it's one of Crystal's favorites.
Okay.
And she's read it, or recommended it quite a few times.
Okay, okay.
And that is Peter and Max by Bill Willingham. And I saw this was, you added this to your TBR like 5 years ago.
Yeah,
on Goodreads.
classic.
I was like back as looking, I was like, oh, she added that in 2012. I remember, don't know if she'd be still interested. This was like 2014 is what I think.
I am.
And this is, I know nothing about this other than I think it's Peter Piper.
Okay.
Like a retelling of Peter Piper, and it's about it's by the man who wrote the Fables graphic novels.
Yes.
This is Crystal's copy. We will be very careful of it.
Oh, okay. We're
but
very carefully. Yeah, I'm a huge Bill Willingham and Fables fan.
Okay, good.
And that's why I initially put it on my TBR. And then again, like the swap, just like let it fall off the radar completely. So okay, point taken, Crystal. I will read.
Yeah, she's recommended that a bunch. So
okay,
I need to read that one too because what am I doing?
Excellent.
And now the last book I have for you is one of my favorite series of all time, and I have yet to convince anybody else on the team to read this book. And that is The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. I've realized I picked quite a few thick books for you, so I do apologize, but take your time.
I got some time, right? I got some time.
This is another kind of dystopian, but also fantasy book.
Okay.
An adult novel set in the near future in 2059 in the UK. And it is about a girl named Paige Mahoney, and she is a dream walker, so she can enter other people's dreams. And she is a class of clairvoyant, and in society, just simply living as a clairvoyant is highly illegal. And she gets sent to what is essentially a concentration camp. Hey guys, Cori editing in the future here. I wanted to pop in and say concentration camp is not the right word to use there. She is sent to the city of Oxford, which is basically being treated as a prison for these clairvoyants. So I just wanted to clarify, I used the wrong terminology. Okay, bye.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so it's heavy in that respect, but it is like, it's incredibly well done. It's a really, really cool world. The first 3 books are out, and it's going to be a 6th book, I believe, or 7-book series. So there is more coming. Yep, but this is Samantha Shannon, who wrote Priory of the Orange Tree, which is a big book that just came out.
Oh, yeah. I have that one at home too. Again,
yeah. I mean, that book is huge.
It's a tome.
It's like
it's
massive. But this is a book I read on a whim maybe 5 years ago.
Okay.
And just love the world. And this is Karina's copy, because I gave this to her after I read it, said, read this. And when she hasn't, and also when we started this series, in the first episode, I recommended books to Karina to pick for her TBR, and she didn't read this one. So
like no pressure.
So someday somebody else is going to read this book. So that's the last one I have for you.
Well, dang. These are some amazing picks. The problem is, if I'm only allowed to read 3, like,
I mean, you can read them all if you want to.
Yeah, that's true. That might have to end up happening, because these are all things I have meant to have read already, and then I just haven't yet. So this is a good opportunity to do this.
So many books out there.
So many books, so little time.
Yeah, I think that's our motto here. Alright, so that's it. Thank you for being in your first YouTube video.
Oh, goodness.
Hopefully we can coerce you to being in a few more in the future.
TBD.
Yeah. And alright, so I will do our typical outro then.
Okay.
If you guys like this video and welcome Shanleigh, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for more videos every week. Happy reading and thanks for being awesome. Bye!
Bye!